Please close your eyes. You know, friends, if you have been really listening and sincerely following it up, ask yourself one thing. Yesterday we talked about scanning. When you go to a hospital, whatever you may say about your physical body, what you are suffering, not suffering, the doctors will always do their own medical test of your own physical body, as well as they scan the whole thing. Scanning your body, you cannot scan. You have to go there. There will be a machine. Nowadays, CT scan, PET scan, so many varieties are there. The whole body is scanned. But your mind, is there a machine that can scan your mind, the thoughts that trigger diseases of lifestyle kind, that you're obese, that your arteries are hardened, that your kidney is spoiled, not because there is a virus somewhere, but because somebody inside, I want to eat and eat whatever I like, not what the bodies need. So the disease is triggered from inside. Your machine, CAT scan, PET scan machine, can scan your whole physical body. What will they catch? Understand, what will they catch? They will catch the diseased limb, the cancerous stomach or the cancerous liver, pancreas, perforated organs, hardened arteries. But can they scan why it happened? If they cannot scan it and find out why it happened, who is responsible, how are you going to cure it? With your medicines, you can cure the condition of the physical body. Please see that, friends. That is why people spend millions and millions, because they don't want to change, they want their bodies to be cured. Everybody wants the easier way out. Your anger, your hatred, your jealousy, your restlessness creates the blood pressure. Blood pressure is not a disease which is created by some virus somewhere. Your obesity, always we are looking for a virus. Why? So that it will be easier to cure it and kill it. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the universe doesn't grant you that luxury of finding a germ or virus for the natural aging and changing. Aging is not our responsibility. Changing is not our responsibility. That the physical organs are changing, aging, is not our responsibility. We are nowhere responsible. Nobody can stop it. And as you are aging, your organs also will fail, have to fail, no choice. As much you are enjoying the growing child, its growing limbs, from the helpless childhood to youthful, robust youth, enjoy the declining youth, aging and old age. That is the nature of the physical body. There is no virus. That is why you cannot cure the aging, cannot cure the dying in the ordinary sense of the term, when everything comes to an end. Whereas if there is a COVID, if there is cholera, if there is certain diseases, even from nature, you can scan it, you can catch it. From your blood you know what is the blood is infected by. Take away that. Then you feel very comfortable. And you take pride also. I have cured disease. That is why man is artificial, so arrogant. We have cured diseases. You have cured the diseases because the diseases which are cured, diseases that are caused by the virus, you can cure it. Cancer, incurable because no virus is found yet. They try to get it and they better get it. Nothing wrong. But death is a disease. It doesn't have any virus. When the child is born, safely you can predict, he shall die. But whether he is going to be youthful and dead, young and dead, child and dead, 70-year-old dead, or 90-year or 100-year-old dead, that we can never say. But you can say you will die. What disease will come, you cannot predict. Understand? That is natural. Nobody can cure. But nobody wants to accept the old age. Nobody wants to accept the death. Why? The body which is dying never resists death. Please. The sense organs, the entire body, the whole universe which is continuously changing, nothing in this universe resists the change. Animals don't resist. Trees don't resist. Cells don't resist. Space, air, fire, water, earth, nothing resists. Only human being resists. Why? I. The I is resisting. With I say, I don't like the old age. I don't like the weakness of the body. Listen carefully. But then who is causing it? The natural things, friends, you cannot cure. The artificial disease, artificial means that which are created by you. What is the virus? I thought. But then there is no machine to catch that virus. So nobody tells that you are responsible for your anger. Have you scanned and found out angry man, anger, hatred, jealousy? These mental diseases are very nicely hidden. That is why people pretend to be kind when they are cruel. They pretend to be smiling when they are really, suffering inside. They pretend to be very hard when they are very soft inside. Deceptivity, the deceptive. Understand? It is there. And that disease, where is the germ? Where is the virus? Who creates it? I create it. I create the anger and I am not happy to be angry. See, are you seeing that? Just observe. You create your anger, but when the anger goes away, you say, I should not be angry, I should never be angry. As the anger was coming by itself, you do not accept that you are creating your anger. You create the desire and you want to get rid of the desire too. You are greedy, I want more and more and more. Insatiable, arrogant. Who is arrogant? Arrogance is not arrogant. Like a book is not learned. I keep the book in my head and I am very learned. Great Pandit, scholar. Please. Diseases you can scan, physical. But the causes, if it is another virus, you can catch it. Anger, hatred, jealousy, fear, anxiety, obsession. Please think of it. Obsession, infatuation, love, hatred, jealousy, all these. Who creates? No virus outside. You can't scan it either. How do you know you have that disease? How do you know you have that mental instability or the emotions of many kinds? We don't care about it. But the moment, as we saw yesterday, please scan. Why it is coming? You can be conscious of the, please understand, you can be conscious of the feeling of discomfort, disease, dis-ease, pain inside your body. Because your eyes cannot see the coronavirus, neither they can listen to their flying in if they are flying in with your ear. Since you cannot see the germs, see the virus, please, you don't know what to say. They go into through your nose or through your skin, through your bloodstream. Then you take that blood, take a cell of that blood, see it under the microscope to see the smaller than the smallest. Oh, you have that virus? The very powerful microscope. Like with a very powerful telescope, you see the distant stars and galaxies. Very powerful microscope, you see this microorganism. How to destroy it? You create a medicine. Intelligence is given. Listen, friends. So, your particular disease is cured, but other diseases are potential. And this disease or that disease or any disease, why are you afraid? Because there is a death. So the death is a disease. By itself, it is not frightening. Body is not frightened. Sensory is not frightened. Nothing in this universe is frightened. Please, I am frightened. Fear, anxiety, where from comes? Don't say my mother does it, my father does it, my brother, my husband, my wife, my friend, my lover, my beloved, my government, my faith, You can go on, sir. Please, stop doing that. Stop blaming everybody in this universe. The eyes lose capacity, the eyes are not troubled. Body is aging, the body is not troubled. Again and again, deho na janati, body doesn't know. Deho amiti, deho na bhakti, the body doesn't say, I am the body. The limbs by themselves have no sense of problem at all. What do you suffer? Please, oh, this is fantastic. What do you suffer? Are you afraid of death or the sense of dying? That is why even imaginary, Mahadeva, hypochondriac, imaginary, he imagines. Imagines means what? The eye says, I am dying. Like the eye feels, nobody loves me. Oh, amazing. Are you getting that point? Why do you feel neglected? Why do you feel insulted? Nobody cares for me. Nobody respects me. Nobody likes me. Nobody loves me. Nobody wants me. Oh. What is the disease, friends? What is that virus? The death is not a virus. The death is not, Mr. Death is not coming to frighten you. You think you are dying. That is why people imagine, I think I am getting heart attack. There is no heart problem, but the fellow dies. Frightened. The people can be living with a cancer for 15, 20 years. They are living with a huge, like a football-like thing in their ovary or some part of the body. No problem. You tell them you have that cancer or you have some hole in the heart. From that moment the death begins. Why? Because mentally the I is frightened. Understand the point, friends. Your imagination is beautiful. You are creative. That imagination is so destructive because you don't know how to use it. The I feels, I am going to die. Can your scanning machine point it out? That is why, friends, please scan your mind. Every morning, the moment you wake up, scan. You don't like the word meditation, forget it. You don't like the word observation, forget it. Modern people, we are scanning everything. Scan. Scan your body. You can't. Because eyes cannot see the virus. Your eyes cannot see the internal organ. Since eyes cannot see the internal organ, even though consciousness is present here, there, everywhere, inside your stomach, in and through the disease also, health also, it cannot see the internal organ. Because seeing is the job of the eyes and knowing is the job of the eye of the eyes. Can you remember that as a mantra? Eyes can see. Eyes cannot be conscious. The eye of the eye is consciousness, but it cannot see things without the eyes. It cannot hear things without the ear. It cannot touch things without the skin. It cannot smell things without the nose. It cannot taste things without the tongue. Now don't try to begin me, one person knew from a distance. Hey, please don't any exception, any rule. I am not here to dismiss any exception either. What business we have? If somebody says he can see from a distance, why not? Accept everybody. But true to my experience, I see very clearly. Eyes can see the flower, but just like that you can't be conscious of the flower and everything. For the whole universe for you to be conscious, you don't need anything. Suppose your eyes are lost, you are blind, you will not be unconscious. You are deaf, you will not be unconscious. You lost your sense of taste and smell, you will not be unconscious. Consciousness will be always there. Think of it, please. So how do you scan your mind? Only you can. If you want to understand why there are so many problems in me, why am I angry, why am I jealous, why am I afraid, why am I frightened, why I hate myself, why I hate everybody, you look at it, look at it. You scan your thoughts. Listen carefully. Suppose there are no thoughts, like a child, innocent, stupid smile all the time. Chew it. Because there is nothing. But the same child, when mommy is crying, you cannot hold him anything. You cannot do anything about it. The presence of thought disturbs the person, it disturbs the child. Now suppose, why is it so? Why is it so? You are not affected by another person's father's death, mother's death, husband's death, business loss, anything. Why it doesn't affect you? Because that is his thoughts, his personal universe. In your personal thought universe, those thoughts do not exist. That is why you are so comfortably listen to other people's misery, and that brings you happiness because somebody more miserable than me. You file it inside so that you can use it later on, that how he had told about his misfortunes to you. Sick. Think, friends. Your thoughts. How do you scan? Lucky other people cannot see it, cannot be conscious of your thought. And by chance you say, I am conscious of somebody's thought, don't ever talk about it. That is why Siddhi, by chance those people who are Siddhis are there, and let's not talk about too much about it. Very, very rare, by chance somebody knows about it. And the person who has the siddhi, he also has the amazing discipline and control of how not to speak about it. Sahadeva, the story goes, Sahadeva among the Pandavas had the capacity, inborn, innate capacity to know everything, know the future just like that. But he will never say, the brothers are going to die, he will never say that. The Yuddha, the fighting will be coming, he will never say that. He will never predict the future. But people take tremendous pleasure in predicting the unknown. It never happens, or it may happen once in 100 times. But the person who is aware of it, really can see everything, even other people's mind, will never talk about it. He'll behave as though he don't know anything about it. Simple. That is the ultimate wisdom. Anyway, friends, return to this. How do you scan your mind? Your thoughts. Listen, the moment you begin the scanning, listen carefully, the moment you sit down, you close your eyes, begin the scanning of your thought. How do you begin? Unconsciously you are conscious. But the moment you switch off, in a sense, switch over. Hey, to be conscious of my thought, first I must be conscious. The scanning machine is on for once and for all. You can close your eyes for a few minutes if you like. What all you are scanning are continuously flitting away, like the vast space outside. The clouds are floating by, passing by. The space remains the same. Silence always there. The sounds are passing by. It's not difficult to catch the silence, but it's extremely difficult to remain with the sound, because the sound itself continuously fading away. It's easy to be the space, but it's not easy to be the clouds. Clouds are floating away, frizzled out. It's absolutely easy to be conscious, in whose presence you are scanning your thoughts. You don't have to scan. Scanning is not a job. Please appreciate this. Scanning is not a job. Being conscious is not a job. Being conscious, consciousness is your nature. Watching the thought is a job. That is why in the name of meditation, when you are watching the thought, the watchman gets tired. Meditation is not a job. You are meditation. In it, other thoughts are coming. That is why, wow, beautiful is it. Dhyatru dhyana deya rupa. Oh Mother, you are the meditation. You are the meditator. Everything that is meditated upon. You are that reality. What you are conscious of will not last. What you are meditating on cannot last. Meditation, everlasting. Think, please. You can open your eyes, listen, close your eyes, listening, but see that. So if you are scanning that, please see, All your memories were not there at one time. How can I open my eyes and talk to you? You just think for yourself. All our memories were not there at one time. With childhood, in a childhood when you were born, were you born with your memories? You are not born unconscious. Had you been unconscious, they would have buried you. Your body would have been buried. There is a time when thoughts were not there. Slowly the thoughts started. The I was not there. The I thought was not there. That's why the child was enjoying the inner thoughts. Whatever comes, helplessly does it, like animals. The animals are conscious. They shall never be self-conscious. Therefore, so that never have any egoistic problem. And listen, friends, the whole universe is an egoless activity. The space doesn't say, I am space. The water doesn't say so. Fire doesn't say so. Earth doesn't say so. Air doesn't say so. Neither the elementals, planets and stars. They don't have a sense, I am moving, I am all light. The earth doesn't say it is moving. It's moving. Sun doesn't say I am light. It is light. And we as human beings, listen, we are not pushing the earth to move, for the sun to rise. Hey, unless we all together push the earth, the sun is not going to apparently rise. Because it is dark now, it must be light, so let us push it a little. You cannot. You cannot bring the sunrise. You cannot bring the rain, summer, winter. You cannot. For then, having seen these macrocosmic incidents, look at your own micro, physical body incident. Are you choosing to breathe? Are you choosing to have the heart to beat? Blood to circulate? I think I have told you once. When you go to sleep, do you sleep as an activity or sleep overtakes? You lie down. You take your body, you take it, lie down. If you don't do that, animals don't go to the bed to sleep. They're sitting down, they fall down. This is wherever. Child, the sleep overtakes. You think you are going to sleep because house is there, so everything to be switched off, then the bed has to be ready, I have to lie down, then only I am sleeping. I am sleeping like a Maharaja in a big house, big room. In sleep, andha anando bhavati. The blind forgets that is blind, the ignorant forgets ignorant, wise forgets is wise, the king forgets is a king, poor man forgets is poor. Because sleep overtakes. As when you don't choose the sleep, you never know when you will wake up. Waking happens. I is not needed. Everything is egoless activity. All the, not only the five elements, the whole universe, space, air, fire, earth, but also elementals, all the trees, animals, cells, birds, fish, amphibians, none of them. The whole creation is jada. But in the jada, in the inert, sarva jadatmika, even that also is part of the all totality consciousness. Anyway, in that jada, there are some who are semi-conscious, like a tree, semi-conscious. All are conscious, like birds and animals. Even the tree semi-conscious, birds and animals are conscious. Human being also conscious. Listen carefully. Human being has everything that other thing has got. The whole creation is jada, space, air, fire, water. So in your body, your entire body also is jada. Nails, body, flesh, everything is jada. Semi-conscious. You pin it, you touch it with a pin, little the skin will react. Even the person is comatose, it will react. So there is unconscious matter, conscious material is there. Semi-conscious thing is there. Then you are conscious, like animals. You are conscious, like child also is conscious. When you grow up, by the time 15, 20, one thing is added. You are self-conscious, which never happens to animals. The tree will never feel, I am a tree. The elephant will never feel, I am an elephant. The tiger will never feel, I am a tiger. The dog will never be, I am a dog. The fish will never feel, I am a fish. They don't have that sense of I, self-conscious. And when you are not self-conscious, listen carefully, when you are not self-conscious, the death of the body doesn't frighten you. The aging of the body, the youth of the body, nothing frightens. Four things are together for human beings as well as animals. Ahara, listen carefully. Ahara, this is the result of your scanning. You can see it very clearly. Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam, Maithuna. All these four for the animal, whole world is same for everybody. Animals as well as human beings. Dog eats, you eat. Dog sleeps, you sleep. And friends, tell me, hunger, is it your creation? Do you create a hunger or hunger comes? Feel it. This is scanning. Do you create your hunger? What are you doing? I am creating hunger. Hunger comes. Your thirst. Are you working on a thirst? Thirst comes. Ahara also means the drink, food as well as the drink. Listen carefully. Hunger naturally comes. Physical hunger naturally comes. Just to skip a little and then come back to it. Your mental hunger, I want to see this, eat this, touch this, taste this, smell this. These hungers are not natural. Ahankar based. Because you are self-conscious, your life is a disaster. I want to eat only this, I want to see only this, I want to touch only this, I want to taste only this, I want this man, this woman, this money, this object. That is how the other person should behave. Everybody, this I is full of expectations. How everybody should behave, how everybody should talk, what everybody should do. You are the past prescriber for the entire universe. Left to yourself, if you like laddu, everything should be a laddu only. Like that Midas touch. I like gold. Whatever I touch shall be gold. Die. In your personal universe, not only you are a disaster, whosoever you come in contact, you try to destroy them also. Listen carefully. Hunger of the mind, what to see, what to hear, what to touch, what to taste, what to smell. Understand? What to eat is your problem. Hunger is not your creation. Hunger comes. Hunger doesn't come with a menu. Today North Indian food, tomorrow South Indian food, tomorrow this food, that food, pizza, ice cream. No. Hunger comes. What food you want? Animals have no such thing. Hunger comes, whatever available. Even dirty, dead carcass, which is 3 days old, the animals will finish it up. They are hungry, they don't care. Oh, stinking this and that. No, nothing. They will finish it up. Hunger comes, hunger must be satisfied. Understand? Ahara. Thirst. Any water will you drink? Water, forget. Only fruit juice, only coconut water, hard drink, soft drink, what all a cocktail. This juice, that juice, this juice, this liquor, that liquor, that liquor. Wow. Who does it? Who creates your problem? I can't eat this, I can't drink that. Wow, really? You are a governor of the state, right? Every fellow suffers. nidra, sleep. Neither you induce it, nor the animal induces it. Animal falls asleep. Feels sleepy, falls asleep. Pillow is not very hard. Air conditioning is not there. It is so hot. In our country, it's so cold. Oh. You go on telling everybody how you cannot sleep without air conditioning. How you cannot sleep without a soft bed. Animals sleep. Children sleep. Where? Mother's lap? Or you think of your sleeping. When the sleep overtakes, do you care who is next person? Anywhere. You are really tired. Egoless. Ahara nidra. Bhayam. Naturally, the animal is afraid of a bigger animal. He is so small. The elephant is so big. Everybody runs out of it. Bigger. Natural fear. Human being also more powerful. Bigger person. Oh, power-wise, position-wise, body-wise. You don't want to deal with it. Maithuna. Understand friends. There are three things. Ahara, nidra, hunger is natural. Listen carefully. Natural, you create hunger. Natural, drinking also is natural. And as the physical body is growing, please look at the animals you learn. As the physical body is growing, the animals are continuously eating, feeding themselves, drinking, keeping themselves alive. And when the physical body is matured, the capacity to procreation is matured, they shall helplessly engage in procreation. Helplessly. Because that hunger is a type of a hunger. It comes. Listen carefully. Suppose the hunger you don't satisfy as a human being, hunger you don't satisfy, you'll be dead. What is that? Thirst you don't satisfy, you shall be dead. Sleep also you don't succumb to it, you shall be dead. Listen carefully. Procreation, that urge, if you don't fulfill, is anybody is dead? No. So therefore don't say, that is why sex is not required. No. The procreation means continuity of the progeny. Animals, when that urge is there, the natural urge to procreate, along with the procreation comes your pleasure, the sensation. Listen carefully. Don't think bad, good or like that. Hunger. If you don't eat, you will die. And while eating, you shall have the bonus for tasting the object. The creation is so intelligent. Quality. That is why Ishvara has to come in later date, we shall see that. If eating is not a pleasure, nobody will eat. If procreation, protecting the, maintaining the, continuing the progeny, if it is not a pleasure, nobody will do it. Understand? But the beauty is, when the tongue is eating, the tongue doesn't say, I am very happy with the food today, he got it. The body, the stomach will not feel, what cold drink has come in, is so nice. No limb of your body ever enjoys it. Hands do not enjoy swimming, leg doesn't enjoy jumping, the body doesn't enjoy, running, neither the organ of procreation enjoys procreation. That is why animals freely, they eat, if there is no eating, no eating. No hunger, every animal will be passing by, deers and they will be passing by, tigers will not get up because they are not hungry. They are not thirsty while they go to water. Season. For animals' procreation, season. When the female is in season, the male, listen carefully, that is why alpha male, they kill each other. The alpha male, it kill each other. But the moment the season is over, the female is not interested. The male also doesn't hang around. There is no entertainment. Food as an entertainment, drink as an entertainment, procreation as entertainment do not exist for the animals because not self-conscious. But as a human being, when you eat, I like it. I want to eat only that. I drink like this, I eat that. I see, I like it. Eyes don't like or dislike. The sense organs have no like and dislike, no raga, no dvesha. Nothing is there. That is why, when you go through that, Mahadeva, Atma Shadgam, Name dvesha rago, name lobha moho, mado naiva me naiva mascharya vavaha, na dharmo na chartho na kamo na mokshaha, chidananda rupa sivoham sivoham. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Mascharya, only the individual is God, because individuality. Animals are conscious. They enjoy, they eat, they drink, they run, they procreate, they do everything. But no time the animal is obsessed. You don't see an addicted animal unless it is a pet in your house. A pet in your house will be obese. Animal in the field is streamlined. A cheetah, streamlined. Elephant supposed to be that side. That rhino has to be big. Buffalo has to be big. Impala, wow, streamlined. Dogs, streamlined, natural. Dogs in the jungle, streamlined. Have you seen a fatso dog in the run? Fatso cheetah? Even you put them in your house, cheetah and all these things, very rich people will have a pet like that. Everyone, tigers are like that. Dogs are also impossible dog. The owner is as fat as the dog is. Because owner is fat, he goes on eating, so feed the dog. So both fatsos can hang around comfortably. The poor animals are destroyed. Think of it, friends. There is no pleasure thinking, there is no pleasure eating, pleasure drinking. No such thing is there. Listen carefully. Eyes don't feel comfortable or discomfort. Eye. So, when you look at it, all these complications, that is why when ahara, nidra, bhayam, maithuna, same thing as animals. For animal it is not complicated. But we say, dharmo hi tesha madhiga. What is the dharma? Dharma means what? Dharma means what will say? Good food, bad food, killing somebody, hitting somebody. Dharma is a very peculiar word. Dharyate iti dharma. Yesterday I was telling you, sarva dharman paritejya. You must, and you as a human being, you must know what is the dharma of the body, what is the dharma of the sense organ, what is the dharma of the organ of action, what is the dharma of a thought, what is swadharma, what is myself. Dharmo hi desha. You shall know the dharma of everything. But the immediately dharmic, is a dharmic person means what? He does every day Sandhya Vandan, he does puja for 5 hours, or he doesn't eat meat, or we eat these things. So the person can be having all the wonderful so-called practices, following the dot. As they said, crush the tea and put the dot on the I, that variety. But it's such a tragedy. So angry, jealous, greedy, superiority, all that nonsense. Whole life the person is suffering. Have you seen animals suffering? Emotional problems. Unless they are pet in the house. The people keep the pet, they are emotionally destroyed. The animals are also emotionally destroyed. Because they'll have to wait for the person who is feeding them. Wait for the person, unless he is there, the person will be constantly finished. Have you seen the animals waiting like that in the forest? They do, elephants do, every animal does it. It really doesn't like his child to be dead. But for some time, then he moves on. Moves on. Human beings cannot move on. Why? My child, my brother, my wife, my son, my body. Nobody likes me. Nobody. Ahankar. Are you getting that, sir? When you do your scanning, you see this I. And this I, afraid of death. Body coming to an end. Body is not afraid. Is coming to an end. Youth is passing. Wealth is getting lost. The thoughts that you like are not there. So what is the advice they give you? Remove the thought. How? Change your habits. Sir, the trouble is, why the disease doesn't get cured? Yesterday I told you, you cure the disease by giving the medicine, sugar is controlled. After 3 months, again uncontrolled. Why? Because you are taking medicine, you are also adding up to your sweet. Who is doing that? Who is doing that? Because you are taking the medicine, the ahankara now feels, oh, medicine is there. Oh, what people say, take one laddu, na? What is that? Take 2 more tablet. Take 2 more tablet. As long as you are there, no disease will be cured. And friends, death has a disease, cannot be cured, need not be cured. Change as a phenomenon cannot be changed, cannot be cured, should not be cured. Why? Everything must change, should change. That is why Bhagavan, death himself says what? He Nachiketas, one who understands this reality, tasyaha mrityu tasya upasechanam bhavati. For the wise man who sees the immortality in himself, for him death is a pickle. Pickle means when you are eating sweet, too much of sweet, you can't eat it, your tongue is tied. You take that pickle and put it, again new leaves, take 10 more chocolate, 10 more sweets, because that counteracts. So death is a pickle for life. Without the death, you will not enjoy life. Seasons coming and ending, everything coming and ending. But the ahankar, for ahankar, whatever I like should continue. If left to you, all people who don't like, they must die, not die, disappear this moment. There are many people in life, you can see that, there are many people in the world. In your own family, there are also people like that. They want everybody to disappear, so that they can be solitary, alone in my home, I am alone. Right. But whenever I need something, everybody should be there. Very good. Very good. How beautiful. You understand why the human beings suffer? That disease you can never cure. Why? Because ahankara, that is the disease there. For your physical body, hunger, thirst is natural comes. If there is food-related disease, you can stop that food, easy. But if it is overeating, is related, by stopping food, nothing will happen. You have to do that. Anger, hatred, jealousy, you have to do that. So any roga, and friends, please, as I told you, the bhava roga, samsara roga means what? Which is continuously changing and becoming, changing and becoming. That is not a problem. I am changing, I am dying, I am aging is the problem. You say you should not be angry, but you are the one creating anger. I should not be restless. You are the one restless. That is what should be and who you are two different things. I should be very restful. You are restless. I should not be angry. You are angry. Who is creating your anger? That man only. That man. This is really sad, really terrible. Whether food is very bad, food is bad, Or your eating is bad. Even if the food is rotten, if you don't take it inside, will it affect you? The food is very good. You overeat, it will destroy your stomach. Who is responsible? Food or you? Who creates greed? Money, Swamiji, artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Oh really, artham anartham. Okay, then give it away to everybody. Your land, your money, your everything, you give it away, artham anartham. No. It is not useless. What Shankara says, artham anartham bhavaya nityam, why? Nasti tatra sukhalesham satyam. Tatra sukhalesham nasti. Happiness is not there. Don't think the money, position, body, mind, everything is useless. You are looking for the happiness there is useless. Are you getting that point? You are looking for that. Who is looking? I am looking. Mahakuru dhana jana jauvana garbham. So dhana is bad, jana is bad, gaurava is bad. Dhana, jana, jauvana. Wealth is bad, people are, family is bad, jauvana is, youth is bad. No, garbham. Dhana is nice, jana is okay, youth is okay, everything is fine. But that garba, that pride, I'm young, how long will you be proud, sir? So many people are there, just wait. I'm so young, just wait. Garbham. Garba by itself doesn't exist. Have you seen garba, the pride, arrogance walking on the street? I am proud. So the I creates the anger, pride, jealousy, everything. Don't blame anybody or anything. The moment you put everything under a scanner, okay, that's the word, everything you put on the scanner, and who is scanning? For you to begin your scanning of your mind, you must be with a beginningless consciousness. For the thoughts to begin, you shall see the beginning of thoughts. There is a time when memories were not there. The thoughts began. Thoughts lasted. Thoughts disappeared. How many things you have forgotten? You have not forgotten. They have come, they have gone. You are still left behind, conscious. From childhood, so many friends have come, so many friends have gone. So many people have come, so many people have gone. Your own body. It was a child, it is an adult, young adult, everything is passing. Your eyes were bright, now they are dull. Your ears are bright, that also losing. Thoughts are also lying. You are conscious of everything. There is no trouble like animals. But where there is self-conscious, ahankar, the I thought is there, that I. With the body, young, now old. Changing, oh it is changing, it is dying, I am dying. So in your health clinic, your personal health clinic, in your immortality clinic, mortality is scanned continuously. Understand? Mortality is not afraid of mortality. Immortality doesn't enjoy immortality. The I thought, I am mortal, I am looking for immortal. That one. One thought. Don't sit down there, I am the scanner. I am meditating. Shut up. You are meditating, my foot. You are meditation. Dhyana Swarupa, Anubhava Swarupa, Chetana, consciousness. Mortality is a changing condition. Immortality is changeless. Why? Immortal means it should not be absence in any time, any place. Available all times, all places. It can never ever be absent. Mortal things means it cannot be present. The mortal things they have no sense of mortality. Immortal doesn't feel proud or arrogant, I am immortal. You drag everything onto yourself. So if mortality is a roga, is not a problem. Rogi, I, is a problem. It drags mortality onto itself. How are you going to cure it? You cannot cure the mortality condition of the physical universe or your body or your sense changing organs and thought. Immortality you cannot create, it is ever existing. The I, who is dragging the mortal conditions and craving for this mortal condition to change and body to be extended for a long time, therefore frustrated, that fellow, that I thought, rogi, vishaje bhavaroginam, that I thought is touched. Know about yourself, I thought. The scanning cures. Not after the scanning you find the disease, then cure it. Amazing. Are you getting that? The scanning itself cures. PET scan finds out you have got this cancer, that cancer, this body pain of the, what is that, your pancreas or the liver or this. Does it get cured? You scan. It doesn't cure. It brings more fear. I thought I don't have anything, now I have everything. The I goes on suffering. Mind cannot be scanned. Therefore, you can be very pretentious and very hiding. Understand, friends? You shall only imagine what the other person is thinking. When you are scanning, you can know, you can't scan other people's mind. Thoughts you cannot scan. What to talk of motive? Can you ever find other people's motive? Therefore, don't talk about other people, for God's sake. The scanning machine is not proud that I am scanning. Consciousness is not proud that I am illuminating everything. Instantaneous. The moment you see, the whole thing is beautiful. Listen carefully. Same I, will you see that next class? The same I, craving for immortality, shuns mortality, doesn't like the mortality. It wants to change the mortality to immortality. That will not happen. Immortality, it must see, as we saw, the meaning of the word I, in whose presence everything is scanned, yourself, always lasting. Exactly the same way. So everybody looks for immortality. And once you look for immortality, they will want to live happily also. Where shall you look for it? Scan again. Happiness is not in the outside world. Listen carefully. In perception, there is a sensation. You consider that sensation as the happiness. Animals, they go for the sensation. Your dog gets used to one brand of food, will not touch another one. Sensation. If you are like that, you are also like a dog. Manushya rupena mrugacharanti. In the shape of a human being, dog, monkey, cat, rat, spider, that crocodile, the lizard, lions, anything, all little bees and beetles. You are an animal. In many, many different forms. Ahankar. Looks for sensation. If you do that, if you conclude that happiness is there, just like immortality. Listen friends, with that I shall stop. Immortality means what? Which is never absent at any time, any place. What type of happiness you want? Momentary, casual, coming and going, or it should never come to an end. Happiness and happiness forever. Only immortality can give that type of happiness. Because that also never begins, never ends. If you don't want happiness to come to an end, don't equate it with sensation. Sensation begins, sensation ends. Perception begins, perception ends. Thoughts begin, thoughts end. If it should not be, if happiness should not come to an end, it should never begin. If it begins, it will end. If it doesn't begin, it's already existing. When? All times. Where? All places. Immortality and happiness, anandam, one and the same. I want something which will never be forgotten. If your knowledge begins, knowledge ends. Knowledge induced by perception begins. Flower knowledge begins. You saw it, begins. After some time, forgotten. Every thought shall be forgotten. If you want knowledge, you should never come to an end, knowing which everything is as well known. Consciousness, the content of everything. So if you know the immortality, that is jnanam, consciousness. Happiness, never ending, never beginning. Immortality, never beginning, never ending. Knowledge, being aware, being the scanner, the consciousness, never begins, never ends. And therefore, being happy, strong, happy with yourself, ever existing, aham asmi, I am always there, sada bhami, always shining, all knowledge, always aware, consciousness, naham apriya, every time happiness itself. Since aham asmi, sat, bhami, chit, anandam, sada priya, always happiness with myself, anandam. Atoham na katham brahma sachidananda lakshanam. How can I not be Sat Swarupa, Chit Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa, eternally blissful, eternal existence, consciousness, bliss. All the time I am the one saved. Happiness clinic provides you happiness. Immortality clinic provides you immortality. Knowledge clinic, that also is same, all one and the same. When you come to the teacher knows it. He invokes that scanning in you, nothing more. What you are scanning need not be changed. Think it over. I must change my anger, hatred, jealousy, then only you shall do that. Remove your vasanas, then only you shall understand these things. If you don't have all these, arey bhai, that it is there is not a problem, you are succumbing to it. And who is succumbing to it? Only I. So deal with I. No, the I is so stupid. It was considering itself unholy, stupid, because it was eating whatever is coming, enjoying everything as is coming. Now you want to be holy, so everything must be, that also must be given up. And the I must be given up. With poverty I was poor. I want to be rich. You got the richness. Now I am rich, not the richest. Richest don't problem, poverty doesn't create problem. I understand. So in this whole roga, in the bhava, in this world, if you want to appreciate, see, close your eyes. Where is the problem? Scan. Like you go to the hospitals to cure your virus-induced diseases. When you come to a place, call it ashram, call it school, call it anything, where paravidya, aparavidya, both are given. They shall help you to know about the world, about the body, about your senses, about your thoughts, about your emotions, and the builder who builds it all. The virus that causes disease has to be understood. For that to be cured, kill that virus. Yes, it has to be counteracted. Because the cholera virus only creates cholera, it doesn't know anything else. But the ahankar is a virus, don't kill it. It kills anger, of course it builds anger, hatred, jealousy. It also builds kindness, compassion. I am the wisdom absolute. How can you kill it? It's not a virus which is so malevolent. It's a benevolent virus. I. That is why Jnana-Agni, with the knowledge, Mahadeva, with this knowledge, you fry. Jnana-Agni dagdha karmana. Dagdha bijavate, like in the seed which is fried. Looks like a seed, but doesn't germinate. But suppose every fruit seed stops germinating, what will happen? So with this knowledge, fire of knowledge, ahankara is roasted. Looks like I. But if you say doesn't germinate, what will happen? It has to continue to see function also. Using the thought, using everything. But as what? Not as the tiny little individuality. Yastu kriyavan sa pandita, one who uses this wisdom every moment. The same thought that can be misused can be used. If you are using a thought to become happy, if you are using your body to use something, looking for happiness, you are misusing, you will be disappointed. If you are using that thought, you are happy and therefore you are happily using this body. Blessing for your body, blessing for everybody in this universe. Yes, you work out of satisfaction. As Bhagavan says, He Partha, nasti me kartavyam, trishu lokeshu kinchana. In all the three worlds, past, present, future, waking, dream, deep sleep, srishti, sthiti, pralaya, creation, sustenance, dissolution, in all the conditions, I have nothing to achieve. Kartavyam nasti kinchit. There is nothing to be done or not to be done. There is no such thing. I have to do, to be myself. Nasti. Partha nasti me kartavyam. Trishu lokeshu kinchana. Nanavaptam avaptavyam. Avaptavyam na aptam. Nanavaptyam. Nanavapyam. Avaptavyam. Nana aptam. Nothing avaptabhya, which is nothing gained, which is aptam, to be gained. I have gained everything. Still, varta eva cha karmani. I continue to act in this universe out of sheer fulfillment. Ishvara. That is how you do your life in your life. Absolutely fulfilled. There is nothing we shall add. If you do it, it will add to your existence. If you don't do it, you will lose nothing. But I continue to function. Why? Everybody else should be like that. To be the immortal, sharing the immortality. Absolute happiness, help the other person to discover that. Knowledge, absolute. Is there anything better that you can do? And can you stop giving it if you have really got it? Impossible. And you can never ever mislead because you have understood yourself very clearly. Iti. Having known it, anyavacha abhimunchata. Nothing to do or not to do. Nothing to lose or not to lose. Everything as it is, absolute bliss. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Just see that, scan. Take that word.